What is going on, everybody? Zach RC here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to episode number 13 of the F1 2021 Breaking Point story. If you have been enjoying this series so far, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and if you're new around here, then check out the playlist to get yourself up to date for today's episode. So, we're going to jump right into the next chapter here, chapter 13, with an impressive run of form behind him, and renewed focus, Caspar Akkerman and AlphaTauri are hoping they can continue to build on this performance as they head to the Russian Grand Prix in Sochi, and into the final third of the 2021 calendar. Alright, so here we are then, you guys, back in the career hub ahead of the Russian Grand Prix, a place that have been trying to host the Grand Prix for over 30 years before it finally came a part of the Formula 1 calendar again in 2014. The first time it had done so in 100 years. There's a little bit of history for you, so you've had your history today with Zach RC. So we've got an article about the next Red Bull driver, of course, we've heard things about Butler, of course, being in the mix with Aiden as well, but we've got a call coming in from Brian, so we have to attend to that quickly.
Brian.
Cass, can you head back to the data center quickly?
What's the issue?
The team are just finishing up going over the data from P3. They want to confirm some aspects of the tyre strategy with you.
It's a bit late for that, isn't it?
We won't do anything you're not comfortable with.
Okay, let me just finish up here.
We'll be waiting, whenever you're ready.
Thanks, Brian.
Alright, well, it seems there's business for Caspar to attend to before the race, so we'll let him deal with that. Got the emails coming in now, as usual. An email from Zoe thinking about, will Aiden be at the team dinner? I assume that's coming up in a chapter or two. Might be a good opportunity to clear the air a little, assuming you want to. Another email back from Tom Stocker, the man just not giving up. Now he wants to try and get Caspar into sports broadcasting because he has a reputation for telling it like it is. And finally, an email from Jeff, just talking in general about the forecast and stuff. It looks like it's going to be a bit of an overcast race day, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. We love these dry races; it allows us to be nice and quick. So without further ado, we're going to jump into the race, and hopefully it will give us another scenario to enjoy as we move on another chapter in this story. With a few laps remaining, Caspar Akkerman has found his AlphaTauri outperforming many of the cars on the grid. An alternate tyre strategy appears to have put Akkerman in the perfect position to challenge for an even greater finishing position, and even a chance at the fastest lap.
Caspar, we think you can push for the fastest lap.
Not now?
Yep, we're in a strong position. See what you can do.
No problem.
So we are then back behind the wheel of Caspar Akkerman's AlphaTauri, just found our way past Sebastian Vettel. We've got our objective today, which is to set the fastest lap of the race and finish inside the top 10. I don't see why that would be a problem, so we'll be able to do that, no problem. We're currently running in P13 with 5 laps to go. If we can set the fastest lap quickly, that we'll be able to knock that one right out of the bag. The first target on our list here is F1's newest podium sitter, George Russell, in his Williams. Has to try and find our way past him, dive into the inside, just like that, being very careful not to go over the orange curves of death that seem to be here in Russia. We've managed to find our way past him, no problem. Our next target being Mick Schumacher. We've quickly caught up to him. We've got blue flags there in the way of Latifi, and Schumacher and Ocon are running right here, so it's a good opportunity for us to break into the top 10 really early on in this scenario. We're closing in on Schumacher through the two left-handers here. We're going to try and pull to the outside, try and make the move through the right-hander. We've come very close to contact with Ocon as well, so we have to be careful for him. We've been very rough to Schumacher on the exit. We've got the DRS on Ocon, and that allows us to pull right away and get back up into the top 10. So right now that's objective complete, and we can begin to charge our way forward. Next up are one of our rivals, Devin Butler in the Haas, and Carlos Sainz, it's Ferrari just in front of him. We try and push for P8 here, try and go to the inside of Butler on the exit. If there's a bit of contact here, he's slowing up a lot more than we are. We're going to try and pull to the inside. There we go. Nice and clean up the inside, avoiding the orange curve once again. We're going to try and go for a move on Sainz as well. Going to the inside, going through the two left-handers once again. And that's us up into P8, our next target now. Moving on thick and fast, being Fernando Alonso in the Alpine. And look who's in front of him. None other than our teammate Aiden Jackson. To the inside of Alonso here on the left-hand side, going into the left-hander, the first of the chicane here. And we've got the move done before we even enter the corner. These soft tyres really helping us here, but we're challenging Jackson, who's also on soft tyres. So we've come to the last couple of corners here. We're going to have 2 more laps to go when we cross the line. Our objective is complete, so short of any mechanical failure or some kind of huge mistake, I think we're right for the objective and can just continue to push. We've got the DRS coming up here as you go down the home straight and back towards the first proper corner on the track. We can try and pull to move on Jackson. Will he try and defend the inside? We could try to go around the outside this time. Here we go, around the outside, they've come very close to contact. We've managed to find our way through though, just about on the inside thanks to the exit of that corner, and that'll be 6th place for us. Our next target, and potentially our last target, is going to be Charles Leclerc. We're going to catch him with just about a lap left to go in this race. And we're going to waste no time at all and try and make a move. We got DRS, we're there. on the right hand side. We come close to contact, and there we go. And that could make this last lap a whole lot more difficult. We've broken the left hand side of our front wing, and that's going to make turning a lot more difficult. I can't really explain the whole mechanical aspect of it all, because I don't really know about any of that kind of stuff. But nonetheless, you can see how hard it is for us to turn at speed, and Leclerc is quickly closing back in on us, just like that. And we've got to try and hold him off. And here comes Aiden as well, so we're going to have to try and hold him off on this last lap, right? They catch up with him, which they most likely will. Will Jackson manage to get around Leclerc? He's going to the inside, he's got the place. So Jackson having to P6 now, and we've got to hold on to P5 on this last lap of the Grand Prix in order to get those 10 points for the championship. And we just want to beat Aiden at this point in the race. So still holding on to 5th, but he's about half a second behind us, and the gap is quickly eroding just like that. Look how close he is now. He's going to have the DRS on us this time. Through the detection zone we go, through the right hander. We've gone way wide, and we've hit the wall once again, but no damage is done to. You can't damage a front wing, part of the front wing you don't have. Perez has won the race for Red Bull, but he's no concern to us now. Jackson's there with the DRS. We've managed to shut him off though. He won't go for a move up the inside. There's contact. I think he might have lost a chunk of his front wing. I've just seen it flying across the track. But we have the inside line. We want to force him around the outside so he can't make it past. And that should be all she wrote for this race. We come to the last couple of corners now. It's not over yet. We've still got to hold off Aiden. He's half a second behind. We've run a bit wide, but I don't think he's falling away now. I think we've had it. Through the last 2 corners we come, through one right-hander and through the second one, and we've survived a very narrow scare and still come home in P5.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
That's quite some achievement for AlphaTauri's Caspar Akkerman, getting the fastest lap out.
Yeah, it's not often you see a team outside of the top 3 pick up that extra point. AlphaTauri went with what looked like an aggressive tyre strategy, but it paid off for them. Incredible, really.
AlphaTauri now very much in the mix for a strong midfield finish this season. And who knows, they might even be eyeing up 4th place. They'll be delighted.
AlphaTauri employs an alternate tyre strategy that pays off, allowing Caspar Akkerman to seal not only a top 10 finishing position, but also the fastest lap of the race in Sochi. Here we are now back in Caspar's room, the objective complete, secured the fastest lap. The roundup at Sochi, AlphaTauri seals fastest lap in Russia as we head towards the business end of the season. Caspar Akkerman gave the world something extra to talk about, while with not just a strong points finish, but the fastest lap and that extra point for AlphaTauri, which could be critical in our race to try and catch the other teams in the championship. We look through the social media here. We've got a call coming in now. We've got a call coming in from Brian, so we're going to answer that.
Brian.
Cass, meant to say, nice work on that fastest lap. That's a welcome point, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, the team did well.
Well, you drove the thing, Cass. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Look, there are rumours you'll try and wriggle out of the team dinner tomorrow. Put my mind at rest, would you?
I'm coming to the team dinner, Brian.
Beautiful place we booked. Reason to celebrate. You're gonna love it. Is Zoe still coming?
Yeah, she wouldn't miss it.
Terrific. Wonderful. Are you excited, Cass? Tell me you're excited.
I'm certainly attending.
Small victories, I suppose. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Brian.
Alright, well, Brian has somehow convinced Caspar to come to the team dinner. I get the idea he doesn't really like the whole social encounter things with the team. We've got another call coming in. This one's from Zoe, so we'll answer that one right now.
Hey, Zoe.
Hey, everyone's talking about the team dinner. We're still going, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, come on, Cass. You'll miss these things when they're gone.
We'll see.
Why did I marry such a miserable man?
Because he makes up for it with his charm.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah, well, don't believe everything you hear in the news.
What are you up to?
Just emails and stuff.
Okay. I think I'll head back to the hotel.
See you there.
Bye.
So clearly Zoe is looking a lot more forward to these things more than Caspar is. But guys, that's where we're going to cut the tap off for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like the video, share it around with all your friends, and of course subscribe. We've just hit 400 subscribers. And go check out the playlist if you're new. And with that, I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later. Goodbye.